Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a video for the camper, put a new vent fan in. Don't mind the messy garage behind me, one day I'll get at that on the list of jobs to do as well. Anyway, it's going to be a hot day, going to try and get this done before it gets too hot up on the roof. But I'm going to replace just the vent in the center of the Bigfoot. Don't have a air conditioner, so going with a Starvent fan, kind of like the Magic fan, Max Air fan, all kind of the same. Nothing too special about it. Going with this just to move air when it's hot out. We're outside. It's a 14 by 14, and the only difference, or for me, what I did is I went with the smoked cover, and I did that in another RV I had. And the only thing to be aware of, if you go to a smoked versus a clear, it's going to be darker in your RV. But because I don't have air conditioning, I wanted something to kind of block the light and help keep it a little cooler during the day, so that's why I went with the smoked. So we'll see how that affects things. The one in there is smoked, so I guess it won't make any difference. It'll be the same as it is now. Okay, so this is the fan I'm going with. It's like I said, the Starvent. There's the features on this one. Not really gonna need any special tools, I don't think. Oh, it comes with a fuse. Stainless steel screws. That's a good idea on an RV. Instructions, which I'll only read later. Hard to do with one hand. Okay, here she's unpacked. Nothing too complicated about it. Has the controls down here. It's just manual controls. I didn't get one with remote. It's a small camper, so should be able to get up and adjust it. I guess if you're sleeping and it gets too cold and you want to adjust it, might be a pain, but that's the one I went with. So I'll get up on the camper, show you what we have, show you inside what we're replacing. Okay, what we have here is, this is one in the middle that I'm going to replace. Got the one above the bed, which is the emergency hatch. Open that up, get good ventilation. And here, still haven't finished painting, so ignore that. I've got this fan, the seal's gone, so eventually I got to do something with this guy as well. But if this one leaks, it just leaks into the, the wet bath. So that's not gonna be an issue. So this is the one I'm gonna do here. Not sure if it's actually roughed in for the fan, but I have the light right beside it. So I'm sure if it's not roughed in for a fan, then I can just grab power from the light here and power the fan. So I'm not worried about that. And measuring the new unit, and it is 14 as advertised. So that's what they said. So here, and this guy is, the opening is, sorry, can't focus for you. It's 14, say a quarter. So the new one should just slide right in without any cutting. Just have to scrape all the goop off the roof and get those screws and get her out. Should be a pretty easy install. Okay, there's the 2 vents. Work's gonna begin to get all this off. Hopefully it comes off easy. It's not impacted by my 40 watt, yeah, they're 40 watts solar panels, so there's 80 watts. Want to add more, that's another project. Anyway, we'll get the fan done today before it gets too hot. It's going to be like 30 degrees today, 30 C. So I got to hurry up and get her done. Man, she's hot. Well, I've been working at this a few minutes and sweating already. But I took all the screws out. I think that's the easiest way, and then just getting underneath to lift it up. Looks like let's break the seal. Oh yeah, there you go. That comes off pretty easy. Well, the gooey tape, it's hot out, so everything's kind of gooey. So there's the hole. It looks like the new one will fit fine. I'm gonna have to trim this down for the thickness of the roof, which is only a couple inches. So I'll have to trim this. No big deal. It's soft plastic, and now the job is just to clean up all this goo. So I'll get going at that. Okay, we got it cleaned. It was really hard with the caulking that was just hardened. I used files. I found a sharp file, got most of the chunks off. Not a file, a chisel. That worked kind of the best. And then I finished it off with the sander, some coarse sandpaper, a couple of sanders I tried. That got it nice and smooth, cleaned it really well, so that really helped. So I'll take the fan, wires are on the right side, which is nice. And there, she fits. Fits perfect, don't have to trim anything. So you can see here I just cleaned it as much as where the flange is going to sit. And I'll just finish this off and with the caulking. I'll put some butyl tape underneath, and then I got some Sikaflex caulking for the top part, the screws, and do a bead around there. So I'll keep going and get it installed. And there's the other one, just all the butyl tape is just gooey, it's so hot out. So that was kind of a pain. They're screwed down. They all bit really nice. I didn't do it too tight. I'll go around by hand, tighten them a little bit more, let the butyl tape kind of squish out. I don't want to strip anything, so I'll just go around and tighten those in a few minutes. It's hot out, so it'll squish out easy. And I just used this butyl tape on Amazon. Got enough here to do the other vent, which is this one here. It's just as bad, so it'll be the kind of the next project. So go inside, put the flange in, wire it up. I already tested it, it works, so I'll wire it and yeah, it'll be done shortly. Okay, we're on the inside, which is great because it is hot out now. So I just gotta shorten these wires. I've already tested this, and she works. So I've got to screw down up top, so I just have to put the inner flange in and then caulk it on the roof. Oh, that's good. Cheap pliers, I bent them. Don't know my own strength. Okay, that's time for these to go in the garbage, I think. They don't cut worth, you know what. Okay. Okay, so I just like to do the power first. Cut this a little shorter. Come on. There we go. Black to red, that's hot. It's 12-volt system, not a 24-volt system. Okay, hopefully that small moret tucks up in there. Okay, cut this guy a little shorter as well. Okay, come on. Okay. This really pisses me off. Use a pair of scissors. You're only as good as your tools, they say. Okay, that worked great. Okay, oops, put the wires together. Oh, sun is shining. So that smoked cover is helping. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on. Oof. There we go. Okay, she hasn't opened up, so I guess I have to do that manually. Oh yeah. Real simple system. So she works. I can already feel it cooling off. Just moving some air. That's really making a difference. So I just gotta kind of tuck these wires up. It's just styrofoam there, so it squishes in there. Okay, maybe I'll stick this one in that hole. Nope, a little bit more room on this end. Okay, being a little stubborn. There we go, get her up into the styrofoam where it's squish in there. Okay, that's kind of tucks up in there okay. It's nice that it was pre-wired. And this will go, only go one way. There you go. There. Put a couple screws in. There you have it. So that's third speed, fourth. Yeah, it's cranking up. Looks like I got straight to the light. Looks good. Try 6. Oh yeah. She's really moving. Oh yeah. A little noisy, but not going to have it on 6 speed all the time. Just put it on 1. And I'm on batteries now. I'm not hooked up to the to power. I'm just running off my 1 battery. Oop, that's what that is. I guess I better screw that in. Yeah, it's just moving a little bit of air. Should probably measure the voltage, see how much it draws. Anyway, there you have it. Installed. Hopefully that will suffice as air conditioning. Okay, got the screws in. Fits really nice. Install went pretty well. Hardest part's getting the caulking off, getting the old one out. Other than that, it's easy to install. Anyone can do it. A few tools. And fans seems to be working well. It's quiet. Overall, I think it's a good fan for the money. I think it's a couple $100 where the max fan are $500 or $600. So I think for the money, it's a good fan. It's manual. It doesn't have any bells and whistles. Less to go wrong in some ways. Has reverse. It has 6 speeds. It's a manual crank to open and close it. And there's a fuse here in case you blow it for whatever reason. Yeah, overall review. This fan is a good fan, worth the money. That's it for this project. Just clean up some stuff up in the roof, caulk it up, tighten the screws down, and we'll call this project good. And then on to the next one.